AssetTiger has a new optional feature that allows you to keep track of inventory. And by inventory, we mean small value parts and products used by your company in quantity or volume that are not individually identifiable fixed assets and can be easily restocked or replaced. Before I get to an example of that, I just wanted to add that this feature was a request from our customers. We always welcome feedback and continue to strive to make AssetTiger the best platform on the internet for managing your assets. Okay, so here's an example to illustrate what might count as inventory. If you owned a computer repair store, your assets, in the classic AssetTiger sense, would include your laptops, your desktops, your repair equipment, your extra motherboards, your delivery van. Inventory would include the things that are inexpensive, disposable, easily replaced, and interchangeable. That would be things like cables, screws, wipes to clean your screens, paste, and glue. It's a subtle difference, but it came up enough that we decided to augment AssetTiger with this new inventory feature. Let's take a look at how this works on the platform. First, you have to opt in if you want to use this feature. Click Yes next to Enable Inventory. There are 4 descriptors that are required, and they're marked by the red asterisks. So that means when you input a new inventory item, you'll need to put data in each of these fields. Number 1 is the Inventory ID tag. That's a lot like an asset tag ID. It's the identifying combination of letters and numbers for each new inventory item. Number 2 is Description. What kind of inventory is it? Is it trash bags or is it a roll of bubble wrap? Number 3, Unit, like a case for computer paper or drum for black ink. Number 4 is Stock, the quantity, 4 cases, 9 drums. You can make any additional fields required by clicking the box. And you can change the wording of the label by clicking in here and typing. You could change stock to stock in hand, like the suggestion here, or anything you like. I'm going to change it to quantity. The rest of these, if you check the box, AssetTiger will ask you for that piece of information with each new piece of inventory that's added. And you can make the information required, yes, or optional. Let's say I want to have a place to enter where we ordered paint from. So I go down to Vendor and click the box. Now there will be a place to input the vendor when I update the inventory. Though I think this would be great information to have, I don't think it should be required. So instead of yes, I make sure optional is clicked. Below, you can add a custom field if you like. This is very similar to the way you can add a custom field to a regular asset. Before we look at transactions, let me just mention that any of these choices you're making right now are not locked in. You can always go back and change all of these options. Just go to the Setup tab on the left. Okay, inventory transactions. This is very similar to actions like check-in and check-out for assets. But since inventory is often disposable or replaceable, these transactions can be very important. The required fields here are the date of the transaction and the quantity of the inventory item that was added or taken away. The rest works really similarly to what we did above. I don't need a PO number, but I would like to have a place for optional notes. And here you can customize the type of events. This is for record keeping over time. What did you start with? What did you add or remove? What other adjustments did you make? And these labels are customizable. I skipped over a few things, but you'll get the gist. Again, this setup is very similar to setting up how assets are input. When you're ready, click Submit. Okay, now let's add our first inventory item. You'll see a new button at the top. Click here. That same button is here on the left under Inventory. Here you can see more red asterisks. All of that information is required. Anything without an asterisk can be skipped if you like. Fill out the page. You don't have to assign a category, but it could be helpful. So let's do that. Add a photo if you like. And click Submit. Now let's look at our inventory list. Again, the button is at the top or on the left. To get more information about any item in your inventory or to make changes to it, click View over here. Familiar, isn't it? Looks a lot like an asset page. You can edit information here. On the bottom, you can add photos or upload instructions under Docs. Click on More Actions to look at transactions. There are a couple of buttons here which will allow you to add, remove, or adjust the amount in your stock. Let's say you own a landscaping company, and one piece of inventory is a 20-pound bag of grass seed. And we just got 3 more, so click Add to Stock. On this date, 3 more bags are added. Click Save. And the inventory item is updated. This is just the beginning of what you can do with inventory, including running reports on your inventory over here on the left. Great for when you're ordering supplies or when you're doing an audit. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Go to Help Support and contact us to find all the ways to get in touch.